Here we go on day 2 of our boss blitz of Wario Land 4. We're taking on the boss of Ruby Passage, Cuckoo Condor. And this time the door actually is not already open because I did not screw up the intro this time. Hey guys, and welcome back to you-know-what, because I just said Wario Land 4. This mysterious cat is of course still here all the way up to the very end. We still don't know what that cat is all about. Of course, this cat is the very embodiment of foreshadowing. But yes, perhaps there is something to be said about the future. Well, just look at this clock. This clock is very futuristic, isn't it? It's got this, all the state-of-the-art mechanics, and look at this giant claw that tries to kill you and it smacks the top. That is how you damage things. So right off the bat, we're doing quite well in progress, unlike last episode. That was stupid. So now I know to pay more attention to not being stupid. Oh, exactly, because those things on the sides will actually hurt you. Those cog/gear things that I have no idea what the difference is. So you just want to lure that down and, not do that. Man, I suck. Then you hit that and it hits the top. So, of course, this is not just going to be as easy as simple as that the whole time. Well, as simple as it is, I still fail. But yeah, it's gonna change up soon enough, because that's how it works. It progresses. Yes, put the right emphasis all the time. I have a little hiccup there. It'll change phases though, because now we're getting different electrical attacks. You know how I am with masses of electrons. Those are really damaging to my soul, my face, and everything else. We're already in yellow health here. This is generally where it starts phase 2, into starting new things, but that's already happened before. Although that might have already been yellow health, so I wasn't paying attention. But you know me, paying attention is not something I pay. Well, I can't really paying attention, because that's me paying the verb paying, and that's not, doesn't make sense. It's kind of a math thing. You can't really measure your dollars in dollars. That's something a lot of people do for some reason though. Oh, but now we get down to the bear of this. It's a bird, not a bear. And it actually shows us what this thing truly is. It's not a cuckoo thing, it's a condor thing. It's not a clock. Although many people associate cuckoo with clock, just because it is like that. So I caught the first one, but of course I dropped it. You're supposed to catch these as they get pooped out. Otherwise they'll hatch into something unusable and deadly. Rubber ducks. Oh, the Battletoads race. Oh my goodness, I just got grabbed by the... No! No, oh man. I actually escaped that without getting hit, but yeah, that's, I guess, what happens when you get hit at the clock, because I didn't get that happening to me before. Grammar. Cut. And once again, this cuckoo's face has been exposed, along with the rest of his body. Although, one cannot really truly say whether or not that clock was actually part of its body or not, which is a disturbing thought, but yes, indeed, you want to catch these eggs before they hit the ground, so that's going to require some skill of some sort. Not throw them in the wrong place of his body. You want to hit the upper condor, the facial one, the one on top of its head. These bosses don't make sense. They just confuse me. That's all. Anyways, but you're gonna notice this piece of jewelry. You see, the last one had this crown, represented the treasure of the boss. This one has a an earring on its nose beak. And see, it's so confusing. It's making me screw up my terms here. Jeez, yeah, you really don't want to let these rubber duckies accumulate, because they explode and they're really deadly, but fortunately these gear cogs are gone, so they're not going to make dodging these a problem if you can jump to the sides like this. But yeah, they're scaring me away so much. Okay, thank you for the other side to make things easier. At least catch them and then miss throwing them, that way you won't get rubber duckies showing up. That's better than, yeah. Okay, so now just 3 heartless left, but now we're already down to 1 minute, so I'm just going to die. These always take so many tries. I swear, if I didn't get one shot on the levels, it's gonna be the bosses, eventually. Okay, back to this. Alright, we're gonna want to get this all in one run, and I by the way, did that whole clock phase very swiftly and efficiently. I can do that pretty much like a boss now, but now I just need to do the rest of the boss like a boss. But all that matters is I have enough time to do this. So yeah, it's safe to smack those rubber duckies into oblivion while they're not flashing, but once they, become flashing, then they're too deadly to even consider smashing into your face. That will be all too foolish for our face. I keep mentioning face a lot. Is there something about the face that is so special? Of course there is. It's the main interface, because it's the face. That's why they call it interface. You want to have intercommunications between faces. Face of person A and face of person B. They intercommunicate. These guys, I think they're... No, I was wrong. I was gonna say they actually enter explosive mode quicker as the boss poops it up. But yeah. I said Quister. I confuse me face. I can't speak. I have 1 heart left, and so does he. I need to finish him quick. I panic. Rage. Alright. As Mike would say, this is the run. I have that feeling. It's just that kind of feeling you feel all the time, so I'm just going to show this whole fight. I believe this takes 7 hits of the clock, and then he enters bird phase. And, by the way, I didn't mention last time. Oh, shoot! Legal free, and oh good, the flashing animation made me not get hit by the thing, so that's good. Yeah, so Zeldathon is now over as I'm recording this the next day. And they raised, now I can confirm that during the stream, they raised a total of $27,175.62, and then some afterwards. No idea how much though, because I didn't stick around that long. But yeah, it was good. And, yeah, so Zeldathon, very good, and oh shoot, crap, of course I just had that happen right as I finished the phase of Cadet. And now, entering this one, so he has like 6, so yeah, 7 hits for each phase, so 14 in total, not bad. But you say so myself, I determined that using maths, because I didn't actually observe that. During the time could have been determined in the bud, nipping, rambling. I just call that rambling whenever I say stupid random stuff. That's pretty much what it is for me. But yeah, just some semi-related rant I wanted to talk about was this idea of streaming, because Zeldathon, of course, as you know, is a stream, and I specialize in, well, not stream, also known as videos, done, in this here video. What I wanted to say was, like, basically this little rant of pros and cons between video and stream. With that, we get the earrings of the bird, along with those 3 chests, but of course they're not in our immediate possession yet. They go towards that golden pyramid where we have to chase after them to get them in our ultimate possession, like Ultimate Zeldathon. And that's our segue to the next topic that I'm going to discuss for the next 3 minutes inside this lobby. Lobby. Words are clear in my head. So, when you're streaming, compared to with video, that was a very weird constipation noise, by the way. I find that when you're streaming, there's a bit of a disadvantage when you're making videos in that the people watching might miss it, like, all the time. It has to be live that they're watching it, and it's not always recorded. You're not always going to be able to watch them later on, just to catch up on it. They're usually pretty long, and generally people don't really want to sit down for too long to watch something that's not live. If it's live, then it's fine, but usually, yeah. That's why it's generally hard to catch up on videos when they accumulate as they get older and longer. And also, as a sort of communication mechanic in streams, it's harder for the audience to respond to the video, or the stream in this case, when the message they're conveying is a text format that's only visible for a few seconds, and it's live. They have to read it immediately. It's like having a conversation with someone, except you're not always going to see what the person's saying. And with that pressure, it kind of makes the audience seem to think less about what they say, and this is coming from personal experience. As I'm responding to a live stream, I try to come up with something really fast and quick to say about it, and I don't think about what I'm writing. I write stupid stuff without thinking. That happens, like, to everyone, I think. And that's generally one of the advantages you have to writing things as opposed to speaking live, and that's taken away from the fact when you have to write it live for the stream. Whereas when you're responding to an actual recorded video and leave a comment on YouTube, you can just sit there and think about what you're writing all the time you want. However, the advantages to streaming, I find, are actually... But there are actually 2 ways of looking at streaming compared to video. One is that, well, you're showing it live rather than recording and showing it later. That's kind of demanding of the audience to show up at this one particular time. But another way of looking at it is that it's something separate from video that you have the option to show up to or not. And when you look at it that way, it's like missing out on it means missing out on the streamer's life. The personal thing that they're sharing with you live, that you don't always get that opportunity to do. So when I look at it that way, with people like Pico or MC Gamer, and I think, man, these guys are awesome. I wish I could spend time with them, like, more often. And you kind of get that opportunity when they live stream. It's just a little something extra in addition to videos that they share. But as you can see, you kind of have to take a totally different perspective just to see the pros and cons. I myself prefer video format for the reason of communication with audience, but at the same time, streams are a very good idea for just sharing daily activities with your audience. I must apologize. I just realized that I was recording with the wrong mic this entire episode. Herpity derp. Anyways, that'll do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and next episode we'll be taking on the boss of Topaz Passage, Aerodent. Don't need to show you that because I already have it memorized. We'll see you guys next time for that, and I hope the wait won't be too long, because you're waiting for a train. A train that will take you far away. You know where you hope this train will take you, but you don't know for sure. But it doesn't matter, because we'll be together. This is not Inception. See you guys then. Ah yes, and for today's theme to the menu, please enjoy Lost Blue Moon, new theme.